Sharks often invoke a sense of wonder and dread. Some species possess an incredible blend of power and precision that can conjure images of rare, dramatic encounters. In extremely infrequent cases, a shark, driven solely by its primal instincts and armed with its formidable jaws, may execute a lightning-fast and efficient predatorial strike, culminating in the engulfing of an entire human body. Hit that like button and subscribe right now. In today's episode, we'll explore 3 remarkable instances when sharks have attacked humans and ripped them apart. Welcome to Exclusion. This is the story of Simon Nelist. His life was an epic tale of adventure and a profound connection to the world's oceans. Born on the rugged coast of Cornwall in the United Kingdom, he was raised with salt water in his veins and a deep yearning for the sea. At the age of 18, he enlisted in the Royal Air Force, serving his country for 2 years. However, Simon's heart was set on a different path, one that led him to explore the far reaches of the globe. After completing his service in the Royal Air Force, Simon set out on a remarkable journey that would span 6 years. From the tropical coral reefs of the Pacific to the icy depths of the Atlantic, he crisscrossed the planet, immersing himself in the beauty and mystery of the world's oceans. Each dive brought him closer to his lifelong dream of becoming a true ocean explorer. When Simon finally arrived in Sydney, Australia, he felt an immediate connection to the city's stunning coastline and vibrant underwater world. It was there that he found more than just a new home. It was where he met Jenny Ho, a fellow ocean enthusiast who would soon become the love of his life. Their romance blossomed against the backdrop of sun-drenched beaches and the rhythmic lull of the waves. They shared a passion for the ocean that ran as deep as the sea itself, and plans for a future together began to take shape. Simon's fascination with the underwater world led him to become a dive instructor, a role that allowed him to share his love for the ocean with others. Yet, Simon's mission extended beyond the thrill of exploration. He emerged as a fervent advocate for sharks, creatures often misunderstood and feared. He believed in the importance of preserving these apex predators and their delicate ecosystems. Simon's passion for marine conservation was evident in his outspoken stance against the use of shark management alert in real-time drum lines along the New South Wales coastline. He believed that such measures caused harm to marine life without effectively safeguarding human lives. In August 2021, he posted on Facebook, "Shark nets and drum lines protect no one and kill all kinds of marine life each year." His words resonated with many, sparking conversations about responsible coexistence with the ocean's inhabitants. February 16, 2022, dawned with a brilliant promise in Sydney. The air temperature at Beacon Point reached a pleasant 27.2 degrees Celsius, setting the stage for a perfect day by the sea. The sea surface temperature at Malabar was a comfortable 78 degrees Fahrenheit, making it an ideal day for swimming and diving. On this particular day, Simon found himself at Beacon Point in Malabar, Little Bay, Sydney. He had donned his trusty wetsuit, ready to train for the upcoming Murray Rose Malabar Magic Ocean Swim, a charity event he held close to his heart. The allure of the ocean's embrace was irresistible, and Simon's excitement was palpable as he waded into the crystal-clear waters. As he swam near a rocky outcrop, local fishermen gathered on the shore, casting their lines into the water. They sought smaller fish, drawn by the warm currents and the abundance of marine life. Unbeknownst to them, their activities had unwittingly attracted a large shark into the vicinity. In a heart-stopping moment, the tranquil waters transformed into a battleground. A massive shark, enticed by the presence of the fishermen, and the scent of bait, surged toward Simon. The attack was swift and relentless, leaving little room for escape. Simon's world shifted from one of serene tranquility to one of chaos and peril in an instant. News of Simon's tragic death sent shockwaves through the community of friends, fellow divers, and conservationists. They mourned the loss of a man who had dedicated his life to the ocean. Delia Ross, a close friend and fellow scuba instructor, fondly recalled their shared underwater adventures. Together, they had encountered playful sea lions in the very waters where Simon's life had been tragically cut short. The investigation into Simon's death was conducted with meticulous care. It revealed that the fishermen on the rocks bore no responsibility for the tragedy. They had been targeting smaller fish and used minimal burley, which was unlikely to attract a shark. There was no evidence of excessive blood or fish juices in the water. Forensic investigator Simon D. Markey estimated that Simon had been swimming in waters around 20 to 30 meters deep, much farther from the shore than initially reported. Simon Nelist's untimely passing served as a poignant reminder of the unpredictable nature of the sea he loved so dearly. His passion for sharks and his unwavering commitment to protecting marine life formed a legacy that would endure. In his memory, his friends and fellow advocates resolved to continue his fight, ensuring that the ocean's depths would be safer for both humans and marine creatures alike. The sun continued its eternal journey across the skies of Sydney, casting its golden glow upon the waves. Simon Nelist's spirit lived on in the hearts of those who shared his love for the ocean, a reminder that even in the face of tragedy, the call of the sea could not be silenced. His legacy became a beacon of hope, guiding future generations toward a deeper understanding and appreciation of the world's oceans. The sun hung low in the late summer sky, casting a warm, golden hue over the serene expanse of Sandbridge Beach. It was the first day of September in 2001, a day that should have been like any other for the Peltier family, a day of bonding, laughter, and surf. With the promise of a long Labor Day weekend, Richard Peltier, an adoring father, couldn't wait to spend quality time with his sons, David and Robert, and his stepson, Josh Sowers. The Peltier family had traveled from Glen Allen, just outside Richmond, Virginia, to the picturesque shores of Sandbridge Beach, Virginia Beach, Princess Anne County. Their destination was nestled along the Atlantic Ocean, a place where the waves beckoned and memories were meant to be made. However, little did they know that this day would soon become etched into their collective memory as a harrowing tale of courage, resilience, and the awe-inspiring power of the sea. The day dawned with perfect weather, partly cloudy skies, a gentle southwesterly breeze, and an air temperature that flirted with the pleasant mark of 80 degrees Fahrenheit, 27 degrees Celsius. The sea, usually tranquil and inviting, stretched out before them, its waves promising endless adventure. The Peltier boys, their eyes alight with excitement, clutched their surfboards, ready to ride the gentle swells of the Atlantic. As the family entered the water, their laughter mingled with the sound of crashing waves, creating a symphony of joy that echoed along the shoreline. Richard, the ever-watchful father, stood sentinel on a sandbar, content in the knowledge that he could keep a vigilant eye on his children. Little did he know that this day would demand every ounce of his protective instinct. The hours passed in a blissful blur, with the Peltier family savoring the sun, sand, and surf. Richard, a veteran surfer, couldn't have been happier watching his boys grow confident in the water. Yet, as the clock ticked toward evening, an ominous shadow lurked just beneath the surface, unbeknownst to the family. Richard's trained eyes caught a fleeting glimpse of the sinister silhouette, lurking barely a meter away from his youngest son, David. His heart raced as he recognized the impending danger, his instincts flaring with urgency. In an adrenaline-fueled surge of fatherly protection, he moved with lightning speed to pick David up and place him safely on his surfboard. But, as fate would have it, the dark and malevolent predator beneath the surface was quicker. With astonishing speed, a massive bull shark closed the gap between them, its predatory instincts taking over. Before Richard could react, the ocean's apex predator struck. The tranquil afternoon erupted into chaos as the massive predator clamped its powerful jaws around David's thigh. A horrifying struggle ensued, with Richard desperately attempting to pry open the relentless grip of the beast. The shark swung its head back and forth, like a macabre pendulum of death, leaving a trail of gruesome destruction on David's young body. The beach, once filled with the sounds of laughter and crashing waves, now reverberated with piercing screams and panic. Richard, with sheer determination and fatherly love, pounded on the shark's head and prodded its unyielding eye, fighting with every fiber of his being to protect his son. The ocean's relentless predator, however, showed no mercy, continuing its brutal assault. As lifeguards and first responders raced to the scene, the beach became a tableau of terror and heroism. Despite his own injuries, Richard remained steadfast, holding on to David and offering comfort amid the chaos. Witnesses watched in awe as a father's love and determination transcended the horrors of nature. Paramedics arrived with urgency, immediately starting CPR. David, his small body battered and broken, was swiftly transported to Centaur, Virginia Beach General Hospital, a Level 2 trauma center. The young boy's life now hung in the balance, and the Peltier family's world had been irrevocably shattered. In the agonizing hours that followed, the family clung to hope and prayed for a miracle. But David's injuries were severe, and despite the tireless efforts of the medical team, he could not escape the clutches of hypovolemic shock brought on by the massive blood loss. Tragically, slightly more than 20 hours after the vicious attack, David Peltier succumbed to his injuries. The Sandbridge Beach community was left in a state of shock and mourning. The sudden loss of a young life and the incredible bravery of a father who had fought valiantly to protect his child from the jaws of nature's most formidable predator left an indelible mark on their collective consciousness. As investigators combed through the details of the incident, questions arose about the presence of sharks in the area and the circumstances leading up to the attack. While the investigation continued, the story of David Peltier and his father's heroic struggle against the relentless ocean predator would forever be etched into the annals of Sandbridge Beach, a haunting reminder of both the breathtaking beauty and perilous unpredictability of the sea. The incident also raised questions about the environmental factors at play on that tragic day. Sandbridge Beach, a picturesque sandspit enclosing a freshwater area with no outlet to the sea, was a serene backdrop to this harrowing event. The homes that crowded the coast, protected by a seawall with steps leading from the beach to the properties, bore witness to the unfolding tragedy. Witnesses reported that the attack took place on the sandbar directly opposite Pacific Homes on Sandfiddler Road. Pods of bottlenose dolphins frequently graced the area, and on the day of the attack, 5 of these majestic creatures were observed merely 600 yards offshore. This phenomenon was not unusual, as the region was known for its large pods of dolphins passing along the shore, often coming within 50 feet of the beach. Intriguingly, nearby fishing boats had been chumming the waters just 500 yards off the beach on the day of the attack. Local fishermen were well aware of the various shark species in the area, including sandbar sharks, sand tiger sharks, hammerheads, tiger sharks, and bull sharks. Smooth dogfish and skates were also seen on the seafloor at the attack site during an underwater survey conducted the following day. Notably, shark fishing tackle was discovered on the southern side of the beach access area. The tackle bore a unique characteristic: it wasn't crimped. It was meticulously tied. Local experts at Sportsman's Den and Harry's Army and Navy noted that such a rig was typically used by experienced anglers to catch brown sharks, known as Carcharinus plumbeus. The presence of this tackle and its condition strongly suggested that sharks had been actively fished in the immediate vicinity of the attack site during the week preceding the tragedy. Broken remnants of plastic chumbicuts strewn near the high tide mark hinted at recent fishing activity. The proximity of the shark tackle and its unconventional rigging raised further questions. Had this tackle been lost or abandoned after a late-night fishing expedition? The timing was significant since shark fishing commonly occurred in Taon. Once upon a time, in the picturesque shores of False Bay, on a fateful Tuesday in January 2010, a story unfolded that would forever be etched in the memories of those who witnessed it. It was a day when nature's unpredictable forces collided with the human spirit, resulting in a tale of love, courage, and loss. Lloyd Skinner, a 37-year-old Zimbabwean mining engineer, was taking a well-deserved break from his grueling work in the Democratic Republic of Congo. He had come to South Africa to spend a precious month with his beloved partner, Deborah Payne, before their plans to move to the UK. Little did they know that this day would mark the end of their dreamy vacation. The sky that morning was overcast, and the sea was restless. The underwater visibility was poor, and though there had been earlier warnings about sharks in the area, the shark flag was not flying when Lloyd decided to wade into the water. Chest deep, he adjusted his goggles, blissfully unaware of the impending danger. Around him, there were about 30 people enjoying the cool embrace of the False Bay waters. Deborah watched from the safety of the beach, her heart filled with warmth as she observed her partner immersed in the sea. Their laughter and joy seemed boundless, a reflection of the love they shared. Then, in an instant, everything changed. A shadow, swift and sinister, materialized beneath the surface. It was a white shark, a creature of both awe and terror. The first pass was sudden and brutal. Lloyd felt the sharp impact and instinctively raised his arms, waving for help. Panic and disbelief washed over those on the shore. The shark, undeterred, made a second pass, this time seizing Lloyd and dragging him beneath the waves. Deborah's cries of despair echoed on the beach as she watched the man she loved being taken by the sea's unforgiving grasp. A heavy silence hung in the air as the shark made a final pass, disappearing into the depths of False Bay. The beach was immediately closed, and a frantic search began. The National Sea Rescue Institute, Western Province Life Saving, a helicopter, and lifeguards mobilized their efforts, scanning sea, air, and land in a desperate attempt to locate Lloyd. Hours passed, and as the day grew darker, hope waned. It was a somber crowd that gathered on the beach, hearts heavy with grief. In the midst of tragedy, the strength of the human spirit shone through in the faces of those who continued to search, clinging to the hope of a miracle. But deep beneath the surface, in the heart of False Bay, Lloyd Skinner's life had come to an end. His final moments were a testament to his resilience and the unbreakable bond he shared with Deborah. He had faced the unknown with courage, and his love for her had burned brightly until the very end. The tragic events of that day served as a stark reminder of the unpredictable forces of nature that govern our world. False Bay would forever hold the memory of Lloyd Skinner's last stand, a story of love, bravery, and the enduring power of the human spirit in the face of nature's relentless mysteries. As the days turned into weeks and the shock of that tragic day began to subside, the people of False Bay found solace in coming together to remember Lloyd Skinner and honor his memory. A memorial service was held on the beach where he had met his fate, a poignant gathering that brought tears and smiles in equal measure. Deborah, despite her overwhelming grief, displayed a strength and grace that left everyone in awe. She spoke of the love she had shared with Lloyd, their dreams and aspirations, and the adventures they had planned together. She told stories of their travels, their shared laughter, and the way he had touched the lives of everyone he met. The community rallied around Deborah, offering support and comfort in her darkest hours. They raised funds to support her as she faced the daunting task of returning to the UK alone, a journey that was never meant to be taken without Lloyd by her side. The outpouring of love and generosity from friends and strangers alike was a testament to the enduring impact of their story. But amid the grief and loss, there was also a determination to learn from the tragedy that had unfolded in False Bay. Local authorities and conservationists came together to reevaluate safety measures and raise awareness about the presence of sharks in the area. Signs were posted along the beach, warning swimmers of the potential risks, and efforts were made to improve underwater visibility. Deborah became an advocate for shark conservation and ocean safety. She knew that Lloyd would have wanted his story to serve as a reminder of the importance of respecting and protecting the natural world. In his memory, she worked tirelessly to ensure that others would not face the same fate. As the months passed, Deborah found solace in the knowledge that Lloyd's spirit lived on in the hearts of those who had known and loved him. She continued to cherish the memories they had created together and found comfort in the support of the community that had embraced her as one of their own. In the end, the story of Lloyd Skinner was not just one of tragedy but also of resilience, love, and the enduring power of the human spirit. It was a reminder that even in the face of nature's most formidable forces, the bonds we forge with one another can never truly be broken. And so, in the heart of False Bay, Lloyd's legacy lived on, a testament to the strength of love and the indomitable spirit of those who refuse to be defeated by the challenges of life. Thank you for watching today's episode. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe for everything Exclusion.